close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world with nothing in it. No sun, no moon, no birds, no trees, not even people. Just emptiness and darkness. Hard to imagine, right? Now open your eyes, because today we're going on an amazing journey back to the very beginning of time, when God created the whole world. And if you stay with me till the very end, I'll show you something incredible, how God's creation makes our lives wonderful, and why you are so special in God's big plan. So let's dive right in. In the beginning, everything was dark and empty. But then God spoke. He said, "Let there be light." And suddenly, light burst into the darkness. It was like turning on a giant lamp in a pitch-black room. God called the light day and the darkness night. And just like that, the very first day of creation was done. Can you imagine how amazing that must have been? One moment total darkness, and the next bright light everywhere. God's power is so incredible that he can make things happen just by speaking. On the second day, God made the big, wide sky. He separated the waters above from the waters below. That's why we have fluffy clouds up high and oceans down here on earth. The sky is like a giant blue blanket that covers our whole world. Without the sky, we wouldn't have fresh air to breathe. Let's take a deep breath together right now. Ready? Breathe in and out. Feels good, doesn't it? That's one of God's special gifts to us. Day 3 was super busy. God gathered all the waters together and called them seas. Then dry land appeared. Mountains, hills, and valleys popped up everywhere, but God wasn't done yet. He filled the land with green grass, tall trees, and yummy fruits. Think about your favorite fruit. Maybe it's a juicy mango, a sweet banana, or a crunchy apple. All of these were made on this day. Plants give us so much food to eat, shade to rest under, and even the air we breathe. Isn't that amazing? On day 4, God decided to put lights in the sky. He made the sun to shine during the day, and the moon and stars to twinkle at night. These lights help us know what time it is, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. They also make our seasons, hot summers, cool winters, and lovely spring days. Without the sun, our world would be cold and dark. Nothing could grow, and we couldn't live. The sun is like a big, warm hug from God every day. Day 5 was all about filling the seas and skies with life. God created fish of all kinds, from tiny goldfish to enormous whales. He made them in all sorts of colors and shapes. Then he filled the sky with birds, majestic eagles, colorful parrots, and little sparrows that chirp outside our windows. God told all these creatures to be fruitful and multiply. That means he wanted them to have lots of babies, so the world would be full of life. Thanks to day 5, we can enjoy delicious seafood, listen to beautiful bird songs, and watch in wonder as birds soar through the sky. Day 6 was extra special because God saved his most important creation for last. First, he made all kinds of land animals, powerful lions, gentle elephants, useful cows, and even tiny ants. But then came the crowning moment of creation, human beings. Yes, people just like you and me. God formed Adam, the first man, from the dust of the earth. But Adam wasn't just a statue made of dirt. God did something incredible. He breathed his own breath into Adam, giving him life. Then, seeing that Adam needed a friend, God made Eve, the first woman, to be his helper and companion. God placed Adam and Eve in a beautiful garden called Eden. It was like the most perfect park you could ever imagine, full of flowing rivers, fruit trees, loaded with yummy food, and friendly animals everywhere. Adam and Eve had everything they could ever need: plenty to eat and drink, a safe place to live, and best of all, they could talk to God face to face, just like talking to a close friend. On day 7, after all this amazing work, God rested. Now, God didn't rest because he was tired. He's all-powerful, remember? He rested to show us that taking a break is important. That's why many people around the world take one day a week to rest, relax, and thank God for all he's done. So what do we gain from God's creation? Let's think about it. Next, we have light and seasons. The sun God put in the sky gives us warmth and helps plants grow. The changing seasons tell farmers when to plant and harvest crops. Imagine if every day was exactly the same. That would be pretty boring, right? We also get air to breathe. Every time you take a breath, you're enjoying one of God's gifts. The sky and plants work together to give us the oxygen we need to live. God's creation of animals brings so much to our lives. Some animals help us with work, like horses pulling carts or dogs guarding homes. Others provide food, like cows giving milk or chickens laying eggs. And many animals are just beautiful to look at, like colorful butterflies or playful dolphins. The idea of rest that God introduced is super important for our health. Just like our bodies need sleep every night, we need regular times to relax and recharge. When we rest, we can think about all the good things in our lives and be thankful. Perhaps the most amazing thing is that God gave us a purpose. He made us in his image, which means we're extra special. We can think, create, love, and make choices. God wants us to take care of the world he made and to have a close relationship with him. Most importantly, creation reminds us that God cares about us deeply. He didn't just make a world and then leave. He made a perfect world specially designed for us to live in, enjoy, and get to know him better. Wow, what an incredible story. From nothing to everything in just 7 days. And the best part? God made all of this with you in mind. You're not just here by chance, you're a key part of God's beautiful plan. If you enjoyed this journey through creation, please give this video a big thumbs up so more people can learn about God's amazing work. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and tell me, which day of creation is your favorite, and why? Maybe it's the day God made your favorite animal, or the day he created the stars you love to watch at night. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want more Bible stories explained in fun and simple ways. There's so much more to explore. Remember, God created this whole big, beautiful world, and he created you too. And guess what? He loves you more than you can even imagine. First, we get food and water. The plants and trees God made give us fruits, vegetables, and grains to eat. The rivers and seas he created provide fresh water to drink. Without these, we couldn't survive even for a few days. Thanks for joining me on this adventure through creation. I can't wait to see you in the next video.